his family, um, to the point where he wants to take over countries as a legacy. He's going to be the new James Polk in the Monroe Doctrine. Is like, so and thank God they shut his ass down in Europe. He had to eat a lot of fucking dick this week, so uh, that was pretty good. Yeah, no, I didn't, and so I didn't stay on very long. I got on the talk and I stayed on for 15 or 20 minutes, and I'm just like, this is a disaster. I really feel like, um, you know, they're doing what they can with the algorithm to silence enemies of glorious leader and anybody who talks out about him. I'm live on YouTube now, got it up there. So join me if you feel like it on the tube. And I actually got like a whole bunch of, I don't know what I did because I've been meaning to spend time and I hadn't yet on changing the video content up front and putting some new stuff on because I really just need a few more viewers, a few more followers to get to 1,000 so I can go live from the street someday. Shaka Zulu, what's up? Sheikh Zula, what's up? Unfortunately, most who only want to serve the public can't get. Yeah, that's true. Anybody who really, and you lose that, right? I think once you're in office, just like a cop, maybe you really want to be a cop when you're a kid. As soon as you get a badge and a gun, you turn into an asshole. And that's like just nature. It's human nature. It happens to so many of them. So many of them. And I felt it myself on a small level. And it's like, you don't want to give that up. So as soon as these idiots are in power, they become corrupt instantly. Power corrupts, and complete power corrupts completely. And that's really what we're watching, isn't it? This dude, he got the power, it corrupted him, and now he wants complete power. He wants to be Putin West. He wants to control this hemisphere and be considered the greatest leader that ever existed. And when that's not going to happen, he will pile it on himself. That's his sickness, right? He's got nothing. We are live on the tubes. So we get kicked off of here. I can say whatever the fuck I want on YouTube because we are living in the most disgusting, most corrupt, most fucking embarrassing fucking breakdown of actual founders' ideals and any dream of equality. We are moving towards oligarchy. We are moving towards not a true theocracy, but one where the autocrats use the image of a theocracy in order to completely keep really boneheaded Christians on board, and most of these people again are loving people. They don't think that they really think they're saving the country. They don't get what the cities are about. They don't get multiculturalism. They think that all that is bad and immoral somehow, and that Jesus was white and he loved the nice white country people that just tend their flock and go to town and get some bread for the family it's just what. None of these people have ever even met an immigrant, and that's the other thing. This immigrant thing is made up. There it is. Lucy's on YouTube for us. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Too much to do. We need the Christian left out there. I'm working with them on a certain level. Congregations United to Serve Humanity here in Kenosha reached out for a secular member, and so I joined that, and believe me, there are good people out there on the left, Christians on the left, who understand separation of church and state is vital. It's vital for the health of both church and state, and that it's ruining whatever moral kernel was left to the embarrassment of Christian dogma and philosophy. And when I was growing up, it was turn the other cheek. That's the first thing I ever learned to remember about Christianity. Turn the other cheek. And now we got Pam Bondi going, oh, if you say anything bad about Christianity, we're coming for you. Imbecile. You got a new car, Bohemian. What's up with that? A newish car? So you can drive your ass away from Missouri finally? The fuck out of there. What's up, Mosam Shah? Mosam Shah is with us. Assalamu alaikum, my friend. Akelji. Mummy's pet, Lestat Knoll. They're all abandoned America after they finish. Yes, of course they will. Of course they will. Appreciate you, Sheikh. Appreciate you guys hanging in. I got a 2014 Jeep. Ooh, what kind of Jeep? I love it. Cutie Hippo, what's up? Yes, so happy you gang for joining me on on the tubes. We're gonna try to get it rolling here. I'll hang on for a while today and see what we got to talk about. I feel like some. I feel like some Republican senators are starting to see the writing on the wall. People aren't happy with what's going on in Minnesota, and you can't. Like the man said, you can feed lies in our ears. You can't really feed lies in our eyes. Um, that shit's all fucking ugly, and it's everywhere. And yeah, we're gonna draw it down. They remember they sent they got rid of the chicken hair guy, the baby chick hair guy, sent his ass back down to Texas. How can you trust a guy who pronounces the word melee? Did you hear him? He's doing his thing. He's like, yeah, well, what happened was in the middle of that melee there, one of our officers decided that he needed to pull his gun and whack that guy 10 times right there on the sandbag. And it was a melee. It was a melee, and when you're in a melee, you gotta make melee. The only melee here is you and your mouth, you creep. Even he just like took him away, man. He's probably having an affair with Christy Nome, right? The dog shooting granny. I heard somebody say that they liked her because she's good on TV. That's so cool. You got a Wrangler. I always wanted a Wrangler so bad, man. I'm jealous. I wanted one in like the '80s, You're not terribly efficient in the snow in New England. No, my dad probably put the kibosh on that at some point. Nadine is with us. Lunaji. Jim. Christina. What a flash goal now. What have you been up to? Too much to do? Got to keep that off the camera, right? To kick you right off. Working shoveling snow. Were you? I thought you were. Where you at? Too much to do. What part of the country are you in that you shoveling snow? I guess it happened everywhere though, didn't it? Damn, we missed the big snow. They got fucking. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, yeah. I bet you that is fun. But yeah, Jeeps Wranglers got the short wheelbase. Be careful out there with them turns, baby. That's cool. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Maine. Yeah, 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 yeah. New England got hammered. My parents are in Connecticut, and whoa, they're digging out over there. Boy, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, we've been having like a half an inch every few days, which is great because we get to go bill it, and it doesn't take much work, but you get to bill it. But it's all been now we have a salt shortage here because everybody's just you go out, you throw salt. There's barely been enough to plow. Only a couple of times. Nice, Indiana. All right, man. Yeah, good. It's not. I don't know. It's. I think it was decent here today, but it wasn't warm enough to really melt, and it probably won't be for a while. This is very cold. It's been a very cold winter. Probably the coldest winter that I can remember in a very long time already. It's always going up and down these days. Always going up and down. Anyway, who watches the Grammys? Anybody watch the Grammys tonight? Yeah, I can't wait to see you topless, Bohemian. Did it Yeah, you know what? I enjoy my time off, so I can't really gripe about winter too much because this is like the time of the year when I can sleep in and get some videos made, paint some rooms, do some crafts and shit like that. And but man, yeah, I'm already pretty done with the cold. And pretty done with the cold. 5 inches of frozen stuff under the snow of the driveway. Wow. So you didn't get it off in time, and now you got the frozen crap that you got under the driveway. Yeah, when you're in Maine, dude. I mean, there's like times when it just it's snow. We know it starts snowing in October and it doesn't stop. And it builds up, and then the bottom, you get layer of ice. We used to do it, and then you could walk right on the crunchy, and then you would fall down to the next layer. And then you could walk on that and then fall down the crunch, crunch, crunch. Yeah, of course. It's Maine, dude. I love Maine. It's goddamn. It's been too long. Because we were Maine. If you didn't know this, people in other parts of the country don't. Maine is vacation land. Yeah, lost on the general public these days. Maine, not be people are like, isn't that Florida? Wouldn't that be Hawaii? No, Maine vacation land. Because everyone from New England, or if you had any cake from Boston, you went up to Maine, right? And you chilled along the Maine coast, which is unique in the world. The Maine coast, if you haven't been there, people, from Portland on up to Bar Harbor and beyond. Yeah, 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 yeah. If you're from Maine, you know what I mean. Back in the day, you could get a lobster for $2.50 a pound. $2.50 a pound. You've been tired of the tourists since Christ was a corporal there in Maine. They all bitch about it, but damn it, it's their only industry besides cutting down trees. Kitchery. We're tired of the tourists. What you gonna do, man? Lobster and timber. Lobster, timber, and fishing. If you got enough money to fly in on a seaplane, you can go up to the little bitty lakes up there in the woods. You can't even walk to them. Calm as kiss. Yeah, Margaret Hamilton. I went to school. I went to high school with Margaret Hamilton's nephew. Yes, his name was Charles Brush. He was very, very moneyed. He came from New York. And I actually spoke to her. I listened. I didn't get to talk to her, but she would call him at his school. They were that close. She was old. I mean, this was 1978 through 82. I was in high school, and she was old then. If you can believe that. And she, our Margaret Hamilton, Wicked Witch of the West. If you don't know who we're talking about, actress, she would call him, and he had told her, he's like, yeah, my aunt's Margaret Hamilton, not his great aunt, his aunt. His parents were like 80. His own self. He's like one of those kids, right? His parents were like, oops, let one slip. They lived on Park Avenue. Weren't really expecting a kid when they were 48. Right? But there they were. And then, so yeah, she would call and talk to him on the old phone at the dormitory. He was a boarding student, obviously had money from New York, and I was a day student. But yeah, one time he's like, yeah, you want to hear it? And there it was, Margaret Hamilton just talking to her nephew, telling stories. It was awesome. You're almost run off the main turnpike by John Travolta. Well, you probably deserved it. Wow. What was that like? Like, fucking hey, that was John Travolta. Son of a bitch. How did you know it was him? That's funny. Simi Dabby. Oh, yeah. Here, let me take a look over here on the tube. We are on YouTube, and thank you guys for joining. I love you guys so much. What's up with you, Cutie Hippo? People here in Florida losing their minds over the weather. Yeah, well, it's not built for it. Even in some places where they do get a little snow, they got like one plow for the whole county, right? You're in West Virginia or someplace where they know they're going to get some, but not very often. They're like, they'll get to you maybe, but it might just melt in 2 days by the time this plow is going to get to your ass anyway. Oh, Florida, did Florida actually get snow? That's what she's saying here on the central East Coast, but we didn't. Yeah, I don't know. That was like the line, very northern Florida. And then it started getting back. I saw Jacksonville was still like in its 50s or whatever. Yeah, but this would have been one of those times, Cutie Hippo, because it snowed in Alabama, just north, like 70 miles from the Gulf of Mexico. That's nuts. 70 miles it was snowing in Mississippi, Alabama. So yeah, the Panhandle, very northern part. It could happen when and it's more and more with these when the vortex gets sucked down like this. Very strange. Yeah, Patrick Dempsey is from Maine. That's right. That's where he's from. I went to school with a girl who lived in that area, and so we're like, fuck, Patrick Dempsey. Yeah, Stephen King famously calls. Yeah, he's famous, or number one maniac, maybe. Stephen King. He could run for governor tomorrow. Yeah. Malik Fahad. Gulf of Mexico. How long? I think people sort of forgot. Like, no one's going to change. It's just like habit, right? It's like, would you try like calling yourself something else after all these? You're calling your grandfather something else. I don't hear anybody saying Gulf of America. I think it's just the bobos that on the internet because they can get punished by him. We live in North Alabama and we get snow almost every year. Yeah, well, you start getting a little bit of elevation when you get to the north, right? It's not almost every year though. That's crazy. Bob VW, thanks for joining us from Alabama. What do you call it? You call it the Gulf of Mexico, or just switch under pressure from the orange lunatic? Not really what? Not really mountains starting. I think. I mean, like Atlanta is famously is one of the highest elevation baseball stadiums because it's technically that's the ass end of Appalachia down there, the northern Georgia, right? And it's you got hills and shit, right? It's not like the sandy bottoms of the coastal area, right? I don't know. I haven't been to Alabama, Mississippi, Alabama, two of the states I had never been to. I've only been to like 5 states. Yeah, Bob VW. He's Volkswagen Bob. Beep beep. Roxana, what's up with you? Roxana's with us. A call. Yeah, I do too. I have a hard time with that. Why would you do that? Like you still tweet on X. You didn't change the word tweet to Ek. I'm on X. I X'd today. Yeah. The Appalachian Mountains end in Georgia. That's the end of it. But there's, you know, it doesn't just get flat down there. It goes. I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, there's some hills in northern Alabama. I don't think the whole state is flat. Team Super Mario Brothers. What's up? Yeah, Maine's a great state. I don't know. Huntsville. Ooh, I did not know that was a thing. Maybe I'll try that. That would be a good reason to get my ass to Bama. Alabama. You can go see the Rocket Museum, right? You go to Huntsville. That was a trivia question most recently. Trivia question. I don't know, man. My aunt called me today, and one of the first things out of her mouth was thank God for President Trump. What? Why? What would have happened without him? That's the thing. It's like his people believe, like when he says that shit. This country was dead. It was on the verge. It was the worst thing ever. It's like, oh, okay. His Republicans were like, oh yeah, he did. The people really believe that shit. They see a meme with him in a suit on a battlefield lifting up a soldier's head in one of the 9 wars that he didn't end. Is it good, Bob? That's cool, man. I like rockets. Shaggy. Oh, we got a Kool-Aid drinker. Yeah, Northern Maine is, and I've been to Northern Maine. We did that. We had family who had a brother who ran a hunting lodge, ran a hunting camp up there that you could. Um, the one we went to was you could get there by road. It was at the end it was just dirt roads. It was if I can remember the lakes. There was a string of lakes, first, second, third, way the fuck up in the where there's ain't nothing but loon calls and coyotes at night, but it's gorgeous. I mean, yeah. I don't know if they've done something about the sulfur rain, the acid rain that was really bad for the lakes in upstate Maine for a while. I don't know if that's alleviated at all, or if we're still killing all the fucking life that's in those lakes. But God, is it gorgeous? Thanks, Bob. I feel great. I got no issues. Yeah, it's like Minnesota up there. It's just there's thousands of lakes. Let's be honest. Hey, Bubba Husky, what's going on? Join us on YouTube. Appreciate you, Dion Lachey, for being here. What's up? Appreciate you jumping on YouTube's. Yeah, we're trying to get it going over there because I don't have a whole lot of hope that we're going to get to stay on TikTok. But this is encouraging today. There's only a few of you, but I felt like last week, like it was just like the fix was on. If you identify yourself as an atheist at all, it's like pretty soon, Pam Blondie. How did it take me that long to think of that? She's running down, man. Oh, she's just offensive. All those people. They're all saying he's running out. And oh, he's got a new Fed coming. He found a guy. He found a guy who'll suck his ass and lower the interest rates because everyone else is too stupid to know to do that. Literally, you got a guy who went bankrupt on a casino, made a casino go bankrupt, but he's going to fix the economy. Some of us are empathetic and smart. Others are mad. Yeah, it's come down to the greedy have used the stupid to overwhelm the empathetic and the intelligent and the educated. I'm really a big Star Wars guy. This is really coincidence. I had the Darth Vader because it was leftovers. I got a little Superman underneath him. I mean, I like Star Wars, but I'm not. I got a rubber duck too. The end of rubber ducks. Uh, but yeah, I just I had that and I like it. It's a cool statue, right? And then when we were doing the anti-Trump parade, we did the No Kings parade. We were just trying to get stuff that we could put in the parade um, as a float. And so somebody just brought this box kite, it's a box kite of the Millennium Falcon. It's actually kind of badass. I need to get some string and try to see if it'll fly. But yeah, other than that, I got there's my Trump wig head, and I got these wardrobes things are these they're really filing cabinets. They're full of costumes and shit from the skits. But yeah, I mean, I'm more of a Star Trek guy. But I'll tell you something. They Star Trek. God damn it, they fucked Star Trek up, didn't they? And I got again. Everybody knows me. I'm a pragmatist and a leftist centrist, but I'm progressively woke in every social way possible. I have all love for every demographic. I think they all deserve to call themselves whatever they want and feel good about it and not be shit upon for being who they are. I got no hate for progressive folk at all. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But because of Star Trek, but it like went off the rails with the performative wokeness. It's like, oh my fucking god, everybody's transgender, pansexual, gender fluid, non-binary, multicultural, alien species making love to it's just like, and it's just it overwhelms everything they do. It's become so. I didn't look at the. I'm scared. The Starfleet Academy thing. I'm scared. Is anybody good? Is any good? Hell is a real place. Yeah. If you think that, Johnny, I got Swampland in Florida. You might be interested. Hell is a real place made up by Dante. Yeah. See, the thing about all these myths is we know where they all came from. So once you show me some evidence that it's real, you start digging it. When you get to hell, take a picture. Send it to us, Johnny Oglesby. Deep thinker. Star Trek got nos. Yeah, I bet they really do. But I actually think it's I don't mind any of that crap. It's just taken away from. It's distracted from the good sci-fi. It used to be decent sci-fi, most of it. Atheists aren't scared to die. That's ridiculous, dude. It's people who make up an afterlife are the ones who are scared to die. You got to make up a fucking ooh, there's something after this that we don't know. We really have a soul, but we must because look how much personality each of us has. Each of us Christians is able to copy exactly what the other one says and thinks. See how personality, see how individual we are. That individuality is because we have a soul, and that soul needs to live on, even though there's no material way for the knowledge and memories of your actual brain to be transferred to it, let alone prove it even exists. So good luck with that. We all have an expiration date. Why I fear it. I suppose but unless yeah. Well, dying. I'm not afraid of death. Dying might be ugly. I am afraid of dying. That might be painful, but afraid of death, no, buddy. That's the afterlife cult that's afraid of death. It's gotta go. I'm gonna see Granny again. I will. Where do you go when you die? You don't go. Your body decomposes and your atoms are returned to the universe. You didn't fucking go to science class. You never had a pet. You bury old Spiky. Go dig him up. See what happened to him. Oh yeah. Yeah, you don't go anywhere. Your atoms have just become slightly less organized, my friend. Um, no, but there's no logical reason to think that it's anything but that. So I guess do I know that for a fact? Well, let me take a guess on someone's made-up philosophy from the Stone Ages instead. That's called Pascal's wager. When someone shows me a reason to believe in something like that and actual evidence, atheists, there wouldn't be any atheists if there was actual evidence. It's just that people are scared. They're scared of the unknown. They're scared of what might be behind that door. So they make up the idea that they know what's behind that door, and it gives them comfort. They're comfort myths meant to assuage your fear of the unknown, which of course is irrational. It's the fear of the unknown is completely irrational, but we all have it to some degree. But fear of death is like being afraid of a door you're walking down the street in Chicago on a nice street, not a hoodie ghetto street, on Michigan Avenue, and there's a door that doesn't have any sign on it, and you're afraid of what might be behind that door. That's irrational. You have no reason to think that there might be anything that's behind that door to be scared of. Yeah, who are you to question God? If that same asshole will make sure he gets medicine for what the ailment that God gave him that might kill him, though. Who are you? What, you got that gallbladder removed? Who are you to question God's wisdom of giving you a gallbladder? You idiot! Leave that thing in there. Yeah, there are a lot of unknowns, and there's no reason to make up an answer to the unknown. Never, let alone believe somebody else's answer that didn't know how to wash their ass or refrigerate their food. God is a figure eight. Eighten. God is a figure eight in the Bible. Kismet Steph, what's up? Hurts on you. Disco Alex. Who's Disco Alex? Sing us a song, Disco Alex, the old disco man. I'm always Nikki Baker. I'm always slightly amused and sad at how much Christians hate almost everything. Yeah, unless it's the stuff that they don't hate, then they don't hate it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's all about the political identity of the us and them. I'm that, and so this is what I am, and this is what we do. And if you don't do and say and act like that, you're not that. You're the other, and the other is bad. It's really as deep as they get in the thinking about it. It's ugly. And that's a change from when I was young. When I was young, yeah, okay, church was boring. The philosophy didn't really make a lot of sense to me. The people weren't fucking abject haters. My church community was loving. I loved growing up in church. I did, but we weren't weirdos about it. It wasn't, hey, you're going to burn in hell forever. It's Jesus was this. He was a good guy. He tried to be a good guy to other people. He turned the other cheek. He loved his neighbors. He loved his enemies. And he tried to minister to the downtrodden and the most forgotten among us in society. Think about that, asshole, when you go back for your week. That's really what church was about for me. And now they're all just haters. They're all just they got that bully mentality where as soon as someone like steps up, they're like, oh, discrimination, oh, me, God, me, help, I'm being repressed. Where's my my instance? I'll get that up for us, see if we can get some soundbite fun going on here. I'm gonna open this in a new tab so I can move tab to new window. All right. No, I can still see myself on the tubes. I can log in, sign in. This is a great. I love this. Yeah, here it is. You guys like Monty Python? Oh, it's the best. It's the best. You guys are wow. Holy crap! I'm reading there through the YouTube conversation here. These guys are like ripping it up over here. Yeah, right. Thank you, Bohemian. It's me and you, right? I wish Lorna would come back. I don't know if she's had a busy life. Once in a while she reaches out, but Dion, you in Vermont? Oh, that's sweet. My guy Dion in Vermont. Vermont, let me tell you what, Vermont, we got Maine in the house, we got Vermont in the house. I'm Connecticut. New England's the shit, man. And Vermont's a great fucking state. If I could pick a state, maybe it might be Vermont. People don't realize it's oft forgotten. Vermont's fucking awesome. Montana's awesome. My dad's in Montana. Love Montana. I love Montana. I love the influx of the kind of post Grateful Dead hippie crowd to balance out. The libertarians were always pretty cool, but they got taken over by maggot, Trumpy conservative fuckwits in Montana. But there's a big fucking artist colony kind of vibe, and plenty of LGBTQ folks doing their thing, and kind of arts, and there's a lot of gems and stuff there and stuff. It's like, ooh man, Montana's a great fucking mix in a lot of ways, man. You better like beef though. I'm gonna tell you what, which I do. I'm okay. Go to Montana. You go to the bar in Montana. You go to a bar around here. You can get some chicken tenders. You go to bar in Montana, you get beef tenders, and ain't no fucking chicken tenders on the menu. I laughed my ass off. I'm like, beef nuggets, beef wings, beef. There wasn't any damn chicken on the menu. Religious or not, the boss of America is PDF. Is a PDF. They want to put the Bible in every school. Yeah, that's not going to go over good because they can't win on the when the Satanists start putting all the other shit. Because I'll be out with that. I'll go to the library. Okay, you got a Bible. Here's your Quran. Here's your. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, we're going to court now. And then you got big problems because everybody knows it's about freedom of religion, and you can't let one if you don't let the others. Period. That's a loser for them. It's pretty decent beef, though. I try not to eat a lot of beef. I think it's destroying the planet more or less. But man, when it came back through South Dakota a couple of years ago, I got just some beef at a damn street food truck. Right, it's a burger truck, food truck at a little festival in Wall, and that was the best fucking burger. It was mouth watering. It was like somebody ran across the road, ground it up off a cow's ass right there. It was the best fucking burger I ever had, and it was just a couple of bucks of a, but the old boys put it on really just toasty, steamy bun. Woo! That was fabulous stuff. You guys are like talking big science here. Like, wow. Uh, yeah, and my girlfriend now doesn't eat a lot of beef either, or a lot of meat in general, which makes it easy to stay away from it. Because I'm a veg friendly guy, I don't, but I like some chicken skin. I can't help it, man. I like some chicken skin. I need some wings once in a while, or and once in a while, yeah, I'm just bugging her because maybe there's a prime rib joint that I've never tried their prime rib. But yeah, we got a nice butcher up the road, and I'll go get a New York strip once in a while. Because man, a nice rare strip, oh, man, just medium rare, some mushrooms, some grilled onions, like caramelized down to almost nothing. Oh man, yeah, venison is good. All that's I'm about all that stuff. So but you try to do it responsibly. People wouldn't have had the ability in the day to just overeat meat and stuff. Look at it like a fucking treat, right? 'Cause I like cooking with vegetables. I like curries and noodle dishes and sushi and Thai and Vietnamese stuff and Indian food that's savory dishes that are vegetarian. I don't miss meat. When I eat, I eat some of those vegetarian dishes, lentil dish. Oh God. Well, that's it. The Christians are big. They get big, man. And right now they have the power, right? They got people in place to get to scold, right? And because that's going to work, right? That always worked when the nun, and that made you want religion more when they scolded you into it, right? Remember that? Strawberry milk, like quick. Oh, my mom wouldn't buy that stuff because it's sugar poison. But once in a while, if I could get my hand, strawberry milk, man. Because I wasn't a big chocolate kid, but that strawberry milk with the fucking bunny on it, that son of a bitch. You started lentil sprouts. Good for you. Yeah, no, I like a good salad. I like a good bean dish. Made a bean dish. Made a couple bean dishes this winter already. I'm that guy though. I'll use that ham. Yeah, at school if they had it, or you went to your friend's house and then you're like, you don't like almonds, Bohemian? Oh man, I like most of those nuts. I'm about them nuts. Yes, I am. El burrito. ¿Cómo está el burrito? No, nos ha asistido. ¿Cómo estamos? Mama Lay, Pointer Pro, swinging by live. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I was talking about Melanoma when I got on. You guys gonna go see that movie? Um, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can. I'll be honest with you. I don't think I can. Did you hear? Did you hear Small Hands? He's like, gonna be great. It's gonna be a great event. It could be the greatest premiere, the biggest thing ever. Premiere of the Boston Craigslist ad. What are we talking about? Tony Van Dam, what's up, Tony? What's up with you, honey? Hi, honey. Honey, I'm home. Debit Dozer. Debit Dozer Y. Invite Debit Dozer Y. Jeff Kaufman swinging by. Yeah. Craigslist had an ad to pay $50 to watch that movie? Not pay. They should pay me $50 to watch the movie. You avoid going to the movies? I like going to the theater once in a while. I like supporting the local theater. Some of those movies, it's too cool to see them on a big screen. Mountain Laurel, what's up, baby? Where's my gal? How you been? More from the Northeast, right, Mountain Laurel? TikTok, not the fact, not the fact. TikTok, not the fact. I don't know what that means. Oh my God. Yeah, see, they're doing it. It's propaganda. I mean, they're doing everything they can to. No, the movie's in theaters right now. I don't think it's streaming yet. Yeah, the mom and pop theaters. There's a few, but they're few and far between. You know, we had a drive-in until not that long ago. Yeah, and I always thought, Jesus, the drive-in should have had a resurgence because of tech, right? You didn't need the speaker anymore. You could tune in on your device, your car radio or your phone, either way, and tune it into a little radio frequency right there, or some kind of streaming option. And then you can stay in your car and you don't have to be around people, right? With the COVID and the weirdness, and you can but they're still dying. They didn't come back like that. I'm in Texas, avoiding the ice in Virginia. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in Virginia. I will use Melanoma's login to stream the movie. Oro parece. Oro parece que? Parece oro? Still nobody went. MAGA thinks they are the majority. I don't know. It was the biggest. I guess it's not saying much. Apparently, it made more than. It set a record for a documentary open. But I guess maybe that's not saying much. It made 8 million, I think, on its open. I don't know what it cost, 40 million to make. I want to say. Well, I'm sure it'll get its money back. Yeah, MAGA. I don't know. Does MAGA think they're the majority, or they kind of know and they're scared? That's why they're trying to shove it down on us. Yes, this guy. Yes, the drive-in in Saco has a new location, but it's still there. Is it really? Oh, that's awesome! I've absolutely been to that drive-in. That warms my heart. Too much to do. Thank you. Flop, flop, flop. What does that mean? What does that mean, man? Flop, flop, flop. Shaggy 84. Oh, you're gonna go see Avatar? It's like 3 hours and 20 minutes. I can't take the Avatars. You tell me how it is, man. But they're all just the plots are insipid for that long. I mean, the first one was cool because the 3D really was cool. Oh, the Melanoma movies, the flop, flop, flop. I get you. Yeah, I know it in my brain. Yeah, I would too, man. I would too, buddy. When it was here, I know we went every year. We go in a pickup truck and then park it backwards and all sit in the back and blankets and stuff. And then the old lady would pass out back there, and she was someone you couldn't wake up. You couldn't wake her up when she passed out. It was just it. And so she passed out in the back of the pickup truck. The movie got over with. Everybody else got back in a pickup truck. She couldn't be woken up. Drove her ass back while she was in the pickup truck, country ass style. Got back to the house, still couldn't wake her up. Fucking couldn't wake her up. Just not at all. Covered up with another blanket, left her ass out there sleeping all night in the back of the pickup. This bitch was so fucking mad at me when we when she got up in the morning. I'm like, what do you want me to do? Cattle prod? What the fuck? That's cool. A bench for the truck bed to sit and watch the movies. That's awesome. I like that. That's creativity. Oh my god, I'm sure in Europe it's going to shit the bed, except maybe in Slovenia. I mean, uh, 4 tickets in England. That's great. Total box office in the UK was $48.37. That's awesome. Bailey is with us. Let's see what the idiots are talking about. I have more shit to talk about now. I can't think of it, of course. Ice came to my door today. Wow. Boy. You know what I did watch was Nouvelle Vague, a French movie based on the making of Beloved. I mean, Beloved. Breathless. I know that's getting. What the hell? Here it is. Every popular religion is built on a fundamental hatred for women. Yeah, well, in the West anyway. I can't really speak to some of them, but yeah, clearly. But it's the mother whore complex thing, right? It's a love hate, right? The worship, but despise in its way, right? I was just talking about that with people yesterday. It was creepy. Creepy is the whole thing. Um, but yeah, Western religion is absolutely, bent on. I mean, they edited the female divine out of the Bible. That should give you the first clue right there that we don't hear anything about Ashra, right? We don't hear anything about Lilith, you know. Um, they're like, you ladies, no Gospel of Mary, no. Yeah, so men have always been deathly afraid of women. No surprise. Caribou Lou. Caribou, just a North American reindeer. That was a trivia question the other night. Yeah, did you know that, people? Our drive-in allows outside snacks. We get a pizza and then ice cream cake. That's sweet. Yeah, and man, that's probably smart for them, right? If the concession stand, because you got to get out of your car and schlep it to the concession stand, which is okay in the day, and this it worked out at this place. We used to do that. It was kind of romantic in its way, right? But in the end, it's like people don't even want to use their legs anymore. So you go to the drive-through, you get you get a pizza, you get a cake, you sit there and and you're a truck potato. You're a bag of that truck couch potato. Aaron is with us. Oh, Caribou is a town in northern. Yeah, that's very true. Very very northern Maine. Yeah, one of those like more northernmost towns in the whole continental states. Or the lower 48, I should say. Actually, Shazad Nuni. What's up, Shazad Nuni? Bill Willard, my guy. Yeah, caribou right up the tip. You see a lot of boo. You see a lot of caribou boo up there. Oh. It must suck where I live because ice won't even come here. Do you have any um, Mexican immigrant workers in where you're at in Missouri? That doesn't surprise me. See, that's the thing. Like all those red state people that they're telling there's this over and over this horrible immigrant invasion. Like listen to the way he talks over and over. Blames it on Biden, open border, criminals, rapists, drug addicts, drug dealers, and mental institution people over and over and over and over again. And Granny in Missouri, who's never seen a Mexican in their life, believes it because she only gets Fox News, and she believes that her president wouldn't lie to her. We're watching it play out. All you have to do is scan around the news. If you have streaming, scan around the news. Watch CNN for a minute, watch Fox, watch BBC, watch what they're reporting. and then go to your independent sources on the web, and filter it out. You can find it. It's echo chamber shit. The first thing that the ex said to me about the fucking Renee Good was that she was a paid protester because that came out of Trump's mouth. They believe that people are getting paid and trained to go around and create chaos and create protests. They think what they're doing is all great and that people are absolutely actually getting paid to get bussed around. This all came out of the Black Lives Movement thing. They think people, and yes, okay, maybe there's protesters that go around and help because it's a movement. That's how it works. You stand up for the people on your side. Okay. I protested. I never got no fucking check. Still waiting for my money. It's all fake news. It's fake news for a decreasing number of imbeciles in the country. And God help us when it breaks and they try to stay in power by inciting those people to believe that it got stolen. Especially if it's an overwhelming loss. If they get destroyed, it'll almost in some ways be easier for them. See, there's no way America doesn't want this. It had to be fixed. There's no way America beat us by 80% because we were so great. Nice whistle, the whistle sellers. Mom is coming around. She now says Trump has got too proud and he has to fall. That's how she's processing now. Well, she's not wrong, but who knows? Good things happen to bad people, and there is no get what you deserve. So who the hell knows? But yeah, I mean, he ain't gonna live forever, that's for sure. And literally watching the thing come apart for me every day is the joy right now of my life. It's scary as fuck. But is it really going to affect me very much? I'm on the right side of their profiling demographic, right? They're like, I might get overlooked for a while until they actually realize what I do. But yeah, no one's kicking my door in looking for Jose. Yeah, so I do speak from a place of privilege. It's but watching like formerly decent, smart people be hoodwinked and bamboozled this way has been such a shame, such a crying shame. They could enforce an e-verify by chasing every social security with a mismatched name that account has chosen. Yeah, if they got their shit together, they could figure out it right away. They don't want to fix immigration, industries would collapse, and that's what the problem is. So we're going to find out already because people are scared to come in. So we're going to see what a post-immigrant economy looks like if they keep this up. My dad went from a vote Republican every time to actually posting shit. He hates Trump so much. He posts everything he can to expose the obvious. It's just obvious corruption and hypocrisy and deflection and projection. Like deflection, projection, and hypocrisy. Those are the hallmark. And there's hard. I'm waiting for the day when he doesn't blame something on the past administration. It's been over a year. So Biden left. Biden left. Yes, no one wants. He forced Jim Beam out of business for a year. Canada's like, we don't need your fucking whiskey. It's just so to watch him insult people openly with that smug, gross fucking mouth of his. The people in Europe are just like, what has happened? I hear they're talking, and they're it was just, oh my god. Two Mexican restaurants here in town. Yeah, are those places open, Lucy? Oh, of course they're harmless. They're all good people. Violent crime is so much more likely to be committed by Americans than it is by idiot fucking than it is by immigrants. Excuse me, and not idiots. Immigrant folk that are all hardworking, decent folks, and most of them Christian too, right? But not the kind of Christian we want. Yes, Bill World is right. They're chasing folks because it makes their fan base happy. But when your fan base is down to 38%, it's not going to get you much. Of course they are. Too much ado, especially these days, right? In this hotbed of incel growth that we've this petri dish of incels we have here. It's fucking embarrassing, man. Uh, well, that was good. Thanks, you guys. I gotta. It's been an hour, and I am gonna blast off. Always Scorpio joined us. Trader Joe reviews. Appreciate you guys. That was invigorating. I'm gonna go pay attention to content on YouTube, and please follow us over on YouTube if you haven't yet. We're really close. And then I swear, because I think Talk's gonna fuck us. I do. I think it's gonna fuck us. But for today, it worked out pretty well. I love you guys. Long time. One more two for my gal Lucy. Love you, Bohemian Lucy. Thank you so much for your help. Love you, Cutie Hippo. Good to see you again. My guy, Dion Lachey. Thanks for hanging on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. And I will see you on the flip flop. All right. Thanks, Luce. Love you. I'll see you later.